This is Randi Thompson coming to you live with Trudy Adams, and we're isolating how she's using her lower leg. What we've done now is we found that she was using her heel like most riders, and now we're isolating her following Annie's rib cage with her calf muscle. When Annie's rib cage goes to the at the walk you can feel she goes right leg right, the rib cage goes from the right to the left. Tell me when you feel her right side going in. Yep. Is that, yep, now. Now what you want to do is be able to follow that with your calf muscle.
Yeah, I actually was doing it following the opposite calf leg.
Yeah, yes.
So that when she came inward, I was ready and prepared to follow it outward. So that's when I would close my calf.
You close your calf when she comes in. Like when your leg comes in is now, 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 now. That's when the inside hind leg is stepping forward, by the way.
Okay.
Good, now. Whoop, that's where you're trying to nudge. Feel the nudging? When you feel the nudge coming up, you're going to do what's called box her with your calf. You can take your leg off and box her with it, or you could, that's it, praise her.
Oh.
That's it. Now it's going to be different for her because she's used to, not a lot different, she's used to you nudging with your heel instead of your calf. Good, good. Now you'll see it creates a wave through your whole body. Feel it?
Yeah.
Okay, now grab that neck strap and get yourself so you can stretch slightly the back of your calf muscle. That's right, as you do this. Good. That puts your seat over it different. Feel it? And you'll notice you don't have a tight hold on the neck strap to feel it, do you? No. Now your leg, as I showed you, you can physically only reach her to about 2 to 3 inches below the saddle pad.
Right, you're not way up.
That's right. So all you're going to feel is your leg that's where you're using your heel instead of your calf. Feel when the nudging starts? When you feel that nudging, you've got to say, uh-oh, I'm not stretching my calf. That's it, praise her. Make sure it's coming from the calf. Again, it won't be below your ankle because your leg does not reach her barrel below, above the ankle.
It'd be good if it was a bigger horse, at least I feel like I have it in a good place.
Well, it changes with every horse we get on. Like Melody, you'll find your leg will wrap around her different.
Yeah, it does.
And people think they have to wrap their whole legs around their horses, and reality is if your lower leg isn't touching the horse where your ankle is, if you try to wrap around, you just distort your leg by sticking, it makes your knee stick out.
No, but a bigger barrel horse like her and like her mother, you are in a slightly different position.
Yep.
I think that's partly where I've had problems before. I just wanted to dig them with my heels.
Well, and that's what we were taught, though.
Yeah.
Back when I started riding and stuff, everybody was teaching with the heels. And like you say, add the spurs and it just gets us to twist our feet out in weird ways so we can use those spurs instead of our leg.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know which is right or wrong. I guess it's just differences of opinion.
Just differences of opinion, that's all. In dressage, as you know, they expect you to wear spurs at the upper levels.
Right. So we get into a little bit more of that then.
It is, if you learn how to ride with spurs.
Yeah.
But I can get on a horse and get them to move from my leg because that's what I've learned. And I don't need to use the spur.
Something like that in a dressage test, you'd be kind of put down.
Oh, no. If you correct a horse, you'll get a higher score than if you just let them go lazy.
Well, I thought they wanted something more subtle, and that's why you'd have a spur to just kind of,
Yes.
See, I could correct it. I pretended like I had a spur on.
Of course, at the upper levels, they expect more subtleness.
Well, that's what I meant.
But in the lower levels, the reality is...
I can correct like that.
Well, you may not want to do quite like that, but when you're training a horse, if they're not going forward in the ring, you have to take action for that, because otherwise they'll get in that habit. Good, try it at the trot now. Now notice where your calf goes on. That's right.
It wants to stretch. It wants to curl up.
That's right, it wants to curl up. That's the old way from you wanting to use your spur or your heel. Nothing wrong with it. Again, this is what most riders do, so thank you so much.
Everybody gets to see everything bad.
Oh no, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just where you were, because most riders, like I said, have been taught to do this. So this is really just an opportunity to be able to bring yourself to the next level. Watch your left leg. Yep. So now as you start trotting, you can feel when you start going back up on your toes, right?
Yep.
Grab that neck strap. Pull yourself in there. Feel that your calf, remember your calf only reaches her side until it's about 2 inches above your ankle. Well, actually with her it's more like 3 or 4. Notice how you try to hug her with your heel?
Yep.
Now you know your leg physically does not wrap around her down to your heel. And the way we checked it is we started on the ground and I just let her feel how far her leg actually touches Annie's barrel. And it's about 2 inches below the saddle pad, so you know. If she puts her leg on below that, it causes her knee to come up and to put her on her toe. Very good, you're starting to feel it now. Now when you feel yourself go up on your toe,
Make the turn.
well, you know that's where everybody loses their balance. That's right. Now you feel when you're starting to go on your toe, that's when you're trying to wrap your leg around her instead of using your calf. Good, and you'll be adjusting a lot. You feel that?
Yeah.
That.
I feel exactly what you're saying, and it's so hard.
It is hard. I mean, most of us have been riding for years doing exactly what you're doing. So there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You paid a lot of money to learn that.
I feel it as soon as I'm doing it, but it's just like, I don't know, naturally I want to do that.
Yes, because you paid a lot of money to learn that. But reality is that it interferes with your horse's movement and the elegance of your riding position. So now what we're doing is we are helping you go to the next level of your riding where you can stay more connected with because you'll notice your lower leg is getting more secure now, isn't it?
Yep.
Hard to explain, but it kind of, now that you're getting a different feeling, you can feel it actually stabilizes your riding position different. Of course, at first, it doesn't feel like it. Good. She said she felt like she lost it in the turns. Yes, that's every rider loses it going into a circle and coming out of one. Welcome to the rest of the world.
So
But
as you practice at home, lots more changes of direction.
yes,
Gotta hold.
that's right. And feeling, because you'll notice as you change directions, you go into the old habit of drawing your leg up to use your heel. That's really where your seat has fallen behind you and you're not anchored into your lower leg. You know, where your calf is. That's it. Keep playing with it. Now you're starting to feel it. And you can see because her lower leg is getting springier all the way from her knee. Here she's starting to come up, coming into a circle. But she's starting to feel it. Now that's it. You're starting to feel it. Good, good.
Throw in a few leg yields and see if I keep my leg in the right place.
That's it. That's it. Yep. Add a little bit of the leg yieldy feeling. You feel where your tendency used to be to want to draw your heel up, right?
Well, and back.
That's right. You used to bring it back, and that's right, and up. But that's, again, what most riders think it is. They think they have to bring their lower leg way back for a leg yield. It's really not their lower leg. It's their thigh and calf. That's right. You'll feel when you do it. That's where you drop your left leg.